Hey, YouTube family. So I have not talked about HashNet in a while, mainly because I wanted to see how this played out for a few months. And I am happy with its progress, and I have full confidence in the CEO. And by the way, I'm going to show you in this video, if you pay close attention, how you can have full confidence in HashNet based on the CEO's social media background and the fact that he's on his company, third company as a young man. HashNet now being close to 4 years old, but it's just been open to the retail side for folks like me and you to get involved as of I think around spring of this year. So, what is HashNet? What does it do? I'm going to kind of go over. I logged into my dashboard right here in materials, and I'm looking at this PDF. And I'm not going to get too detailed in it, but I am going to show you how you can search on the internet for Ian. Ian is the CEO, his background, what he stands for, what HashNet's all about, how it operates, why you should feel confident to get involved. And ultimately, what is it? It's mining Bitcoin, but not directly per se. How do you mine Bitcoin and it not be direct? Well, that's what HashNet's all about. It's a pretty ingenious idea and concept. So let's dive into it. I will say that HashNet is not promoted to residents of the United States. So you will need a VPN. I find that doing Proton VPN, which is free, and connecting it to the Netherlands allows me to get to the HashNet website, the link below if you wish to get started. Right over here on the dashboard, you can see that there are 67 people that have used my link since I started talking about this since back in March, I believe it is. But I will explain what you see on this dashboard after we kind of go over and skim over the presentation deck and search the internet for Ian and see if he is who he says he is, and not just a scammer, a fraudster, someone who's just going to take your money and pull the rug out from under you, right? Because that's what we're trying to avoid, right? We're looking for solid platforms. And if you want to mine the big daddy of all crypto, Bitcoin, HashNet just may be what you're looking for. So how does it work? Well, let's go over to the presentation deck, because the concept behind HashNet is to mine what matters. Mine what matters. Now, what does that mean? We'll get to that in a second. Of course, cryptocurrency in and of itself is risky, so we all know that. I'm not going to go over and read the disclaimer. You should know that before you ever get involved that crypto is risky. Why HashNet? It has a solid foundation established in Hong Kong, even though Ian, by the way, and I'll show you, Ian went and played football at USC in California. All right, that's what, and he went to high school in California. So even though this HashNet's been established in Hong Kong, don't let that throw you. And it is in 2022 that it was founded. Zero default history, years of flawless mining, not a single missed payout. So a lot of this was in-house, people who got involved, been mining Bitcoin for 4 years. Nobody's ever missed a payout. And then he's opened it up to, like I said, retail for sharing with others. Because honestly, network marketing, this is the reason why Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, recruited 12 disciples. One of them dropped out. That would be Judas, because he knew spreading the gospel was going to spread faster by word of mouth. That's network marketing. That's what it is. He marketed the gospel. He marketed the good news. And to this day, some 2,000 years, we still have people being marketed to by spreading the word. It's no different, folks. Anything that is worthy of praise and growing and hanging around and building a reputation is going to be by word of mouth. It's going to be by marketing, right? You recommend movies, restaurants all the time. You just don't get paid for it. Well, if you recommend HashNet, Ian's going to pay you. He's going to pay you. I'll give you an example of how that works here also. So top 5 multi-crypto mining titans, Xi Crypto, global infrastructure. There's 3 global facilities, 2 in the United States, 1 in Ethiopia. 300 million in capital has been deployed for the ASIC hardware. Over 9,400 BTC distributed. Payout cycle is every 8 hours. We're going to look at the dashboard in a second and kind of go over that. But, here we go. Ian, the founder and CEO. Ian was not hired. Listen to me very carefully. He was not hired to be the CEO and founder of HashNet. He is the founder and CEO of HashNet. Okay? Big difference. 2017 pioneer, early architect in blockchain and AI technology, 2 major exits, token toolkit and hedge finance. We'll look at that here on Google in a second. 500 million track record, built a DeFi protocol hedge finance to $500 million in total value. Industry leader, advisor to Binance Labs project, and the jury panelist at the world's biggest crypto event, Token 2049. And he's been covered by all these things. So before we go into how HashNet works, the mechanics, and how you can get your own Bitcoin, let's go over to the internet real quick. So let's pull up. The first thing I searched on was Ian Issa USC. So you can see right here, Ian Issa was built on 2 sports. You can see his picture right here, playing for the Bruins. He has a LinkedIn account. Ian Issa leads the Bruins on and off the football field. This is a 2017 article. Ian Issa's Woodrow Wilson High School career in California. Max Preps. What do you know? We have an All-American athlete, and who's now on his third company, Trice. Third company. The guy's never rugged anybody, folks. And then I did a search on what did Ian Issa sell Token Toolkit for. This was the first company he built. Ian Issa sold Token Toolkit in 2018 to a private equity firm. The platform was acquired because it pioneered institutional grade machine learning for retail, decentralized finance, DeFi, trading, execution. Exact financial terms and the specific name of the acquiring property equity buyer was not disclosed. So we don't know how much he sold it for, but let's go on to the second company he founded. Ian Issa sold his DeFi protocol hedge finance to a private equity in 2022. But the exact financial purchase price or sale amount was never publicly disclosed. At the time of the acquisition, the platform had scaled to $500 million in total value locked. So in 2022, he started HashNet. Which is what I'm talking about here. And so if you want to put your belief in someone, and by the way, behind MLM is an attack site on every multi-level marketing, network marketing structure. Ian did a video confronting this article and debunking everything that's in that article. These people right here are trying to call Ian a scammer. as if he's been hired to be the front man of this thing. No, he is the founder and CEO. This is his third company. Okay. You can research it all you want to. So with that said, let's get back over to how does HashNet work? So I am in Texacoin. Those who follow me, I'm in Texacoin, and these are the six coins that are being mined by HashNet. We have the app miner S21 that mines Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. Now, typically, if you want to mine Bitcoin, you just you buy these machines, you pay for the electricity, you pay for the facilities. Major banks and major companies are pouring millions and millions of dollars to try to mine this Bitcoin. The Trumps, Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr. in Texas have a Bitcoin mining facility, but they actually had some losses last year because Bitcoin has gone down in value, half its value. So they actually had to have losses. Well, so Issa comes along and he says, you know what? Let's not just mine Bitcoin, because it's not always favorable in the market to mine just Bitcoin. It can go up, it can go down. The market varies, right? That's just the way it is. That's crypto. So when it's not favorable, it will mine Bitcoin Cash, because Bitcoin a lot of times is being liquidated for cash. And so it finds where it can get an edge and make some profit in Bitcoin Cash, and then it turns it into Bitcoin and it pays us. And then you have the Antminer L11, and I know for a fact that Bobby Gray and Texacoin has been buying these things to mine Texacoin, because Texacoin is a clone of the Litecoin. And he actually mines some Litecoin and Dogecoin. Litecoin and Dogecoin with the Antminer L11. Texacoin uses these devices. So I have some Texacoin miner hardware that I have purchased, but I let Bobby Gray handle all the hardware and all the electricity and all the headaches, just like I'm letting HashNet and Ian Issa handle all four of these on my behalf. I'm just buying the mining power, the mining hash rate. So he also mines Litecoin, Dogecoin, Zcash, and Caspa. And whatever this stuff brings in, it all gets converted over to Bitcoin. And then the Bitcoin gets paid out to us. That's how HashNet is set up. That's the way it works. Here are the global mining pools. And I just want to let you know, when you come back over here to the dashboard, you'll see something called the Alpha Engine. And if you bring up the Alpha Engine, we're going to bring this up. It's going to take a few moments to load. You'll see, when we come back over here, global mining pools, Ant Pool, Spider Pool, F2 Pool, via BTC. Everything is fully transparent on the blockchain as to what's being mined, how much is being mined, what's being converted, and so forth and so on. It's still loading. Come on and load for me. While that's still loading, let's go over here. Old school mining. Technical nightmare. Zero flexibility. Expensive to run. Bottom line is, you don't want to have to pay all this stuff. Put it in your own house. It's too loud. It's too hot. The electricity bill is too much. You have to have some technical know-how. And you're lucky if you strike just one Bitcoin mining reward. You're just lucky if you do. It's like the lottery. So let HashNet take care of all that for you. Let's see if it's come up yet. Here we go. Here's the Alpha Engine. All right, this is live right now. Bitcoin's gone up to $77,000, by the way. It's almost reached that 80,000 mark. So go, 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 go Bitcoin. It usually has a run in the fall. That's typically its cycle. So I want you to notice something here. Remember the 6 coins? This is Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Zcash, Doge, Litecoin, Caspa. Well, right now, Bitcoin is not even being mined. It's in standby mode. And Bitcoin Cash is being mined instead on this SHA-256 algo. And then Zcash, Doge, Litecoin, Caspa is being mined. All this gets converted down here. It gets converted. This is just cool stuff. Right here, it gets converted to Bitcoin. So Zcash to Bitcoin, Litecoin to Bitcoin, Caspa to Bitcoin, Doge to Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash to Bitcoin, and then in some cases, Bitcoin to wrapped Bitcoin. And then it shows you on what exchanges it's doing that. Here are the connected mining pools. So Antpool is currently being mined via BTC and F2 pool. These other ones are on standby. So they're not currently being used to mine. We have the wallet addresses in the Blockchain Explorer. So if you want to go out there and look at the wallet addresses which the stuff is being mined and then being converted to Bitcoin, it's all here for you to click on. For all you technical nerds out there, go for it. Here's all the information on the live network stats. Again, Bitcoin is on standby mode. Bitcoin Cash is in its place. And that's the alpha engine. That's right on this dashboard. Okay, right here, down here, alpha engine. So when you go in here and you create an account, first thing I would do is go over to your profile, make sure all that's updated, turn on the 2FA, and then when you come over here to withdraw, you want to make sure that you whitelist your USDT BEP20 or USDC BEP20 address. And then you want to whitelist your Bitcoin address because you can withdraw your rewards. I have $513 in rewards right here in USD that I could withdraw if I wanted to. I'm not going to. I'm actually going to buy some more hardware right on this video and show you. And I'm actually going to add a little bit more. I'm going to add, let's see, $37 more. I want to get this up to 550. But I also have some Bitcoin that I can withdraw if I want to. And you can withdraw it as wrapped Bitcoin on the Ethereum network, or you can withdraw it as Bitcoin. It's up to you. So over here on the dashboard, I have so far $215 worth of Bitcoin that has been mined so far. Just sitting there waiting for me to withdraw. I'm just going to let it keep growing. But getting back over to the slide deck, and then we'll finish going over and doing a demonstration and all that good stuff. Let's get back over here. The new standard, liquid hash rate, instant start, smart switching, wholesale power, instant liquidity, true ownership, real assets, auto upgrade, own the hardware and earn mining rewards for its entire lifespan is an average of 4.5 years. You are not renting it. You own it until it pays out. I think it's 5 times that amount. The 12 millisecond advantage powered by Alpha AI engine. And it just, the technology is the AI profit hunting. It does it all on its own. Okay. You ain't got to worry about get paid in Bitcoin. And then it talks about the Bitcoin versus traditional assets. We know it's basically digital gold as an asset. And comparison Bitcoin price scenario for 2030 predictions and all that. This is all good. This is just, bloviating, a salesman bloviating, telling you why you should get in here. But, Bitcoin's here to stay, folks. If you want your piece of the pie and you want the big kahuna, HashNet is a good way to do it. So on the hardware, the minimum is 150. And you can do a boost for an extra $15 on the 150. Standard hash rate, average 7.4% monthly. They do have the Ultra at 10 grand and the Enterprise at 50 grand. I don't have that type of money to put into this. Your expected return, sell your hardware anytime if you want to, but that's got to be over $1,000. It can't be the 150. Build business and turn every sale into a mining. Now, this is optional, but you have 4 income streams. Hardware bonus, yield share, rank bonus, infinity bonus. Own the hardware until it pays out 5 times that amount. And then the hardware bonus is if somebody comes in, uses your link, and they buy $150 hardware, you make 5% on that all the way down to these certain levels. As they earn Bitcoin, you will earn a small percentage of what they earn. That's called the yield share. So not only do you make something off of them buying hardware, but every day when they're making a little bit of Bitcoin, you earn a little bit of percentage all the way to 16 levels. As your team builds, you get rank bonuses, and then there's this infinity bonus, and that's it. Don't just mine, multiply. Okay, that's the slide deck. Let's get back over to what we're looking at here. All right, so they have a promotion here. You can look into that. There's the refer link. That's below if you want to get started. You can turn on auto compounding. So as soon as it reaches like 150 minimum in Bitcoin, you can tell the Bitcoin to buy new hardware if you want to. I wouldn't do that. I would just, buy your time and withdraw it if you want. Every 8 hours, it rewards more Bitcoin. So I just got some more Bitcoin earned. And there's the amount that's been earned since I've started. Here's how much my rewards are for team building, which is optional. Here's what I'm able to earn is 4,500 on the little bit of hash that I bought. Now, if you want to see what I bought, you have to come over here where it says buy hardware. And you can see I purchased 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the multiplier, which is an extra $15. This one is now inactive because it's paid out 5 times the amount in a combination of rewards from sharing and from mining. So this one is done. Finito. So you may be asking, well, is he just going to pay out forever and ever and ever and ever the Bitcoin? And the answer is no. Once it reaches 5 times the amount, then what you purchased becomes inactive. And so these are active, and I'm getting ready to do a 500 one instead of a 150. And you'll see it listed here in a second, but I would come over here to select a miner. And instead of doing 150, I would do 500. And I'm basically using the rewards for sharing to buy this miner. And lo and behold, if I wanted to, I can use this balance and I can use the Bitcoin balance to purchase 550. So 500 for the miner. Multiplier earns me 30 to 70% more. And so that's an extra $50 there. If you did the 150, it would be $15 more. So you can use what's here. You could roll into Bitcoin that you earn. I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to add a little bit of funds from the outside. You can use your debit or credit card if you wish to get started in this. They use Stripe, I think, the Stripe service to be able to do that if you want to do that. You will be redirected to secure payment page confirmation, blah, blah, blah. Proceed to card payment. Okay, you could do that. Getting back over to the dashboard, let's see if there's anything else here. It shows your team, people that use your link, shows you the number of days that people have been in this thing. This shows your rank. So coming over here to the income, there's your hardware bonus, there's your yield bonus, there's your rank bonus, there's your infinity pool. These are the different ways you can get paid if you share this. So like, for example, the rank bonus, I'm at core 2. I'm looking for core 3, but I got the $100 bonus and I got the $250 bonus. If I make core 3, I'll get a $600 bonus. Okay. And it's all based off of team rewards. I'm past the 12,500, but as soon as the team gets past 30,000, then this bonus will come and so forth and so on. So, they will reward you for sharing. Network marketing. That's how it works. Okay. I'm not going to go through the rest of this. I'm not going to look at the team because it's going to show their email address and all that stuff. That's none of your business. Let's see. Let's go over to deposit because I want to put in a little bit more money. So I'm going to do USDT BEP20, generate a payment QR code, and I'm going to send in a little bit of money, and I'll be right back as soon as I put it in there. Okay, so we're going to pause, and when the money's in there, I'll be right back. The time is, let me look at my phone. The time is 8:44. So how quickly can I do this? Let's see. All right, the time is 8:46. So 2 minutes. I had to do my cold storage confirmation to send it in. But let's go back over to the dashboard. And let's see right there. Look at there. So I sent $40 in. I'm now over 550. That's going to allow me to buy a 500 mining HashNet rate power with a multiplier to make it go faster. Okay. So what I want you to pay attention to is, you see this where it says I can earn up to $4,500 worth of Bitcoin. Right now I'm at 215. And you also see the deposit, not the deposit, the buy hardware. You can see down here my history. So the last time I bought something at $150 was June 23rd. We are now in August. So I went the entire month of July. Didn't even give an update on this thing. All right, let's go to advanced. I got to choose 500, buy now. I do want to use this balance right here, and we are going to hit confirm purchase. Congratulations, and you can see the 500 is right here. Today is August 23rd. It is active. The multiplier will last 365 days. The hardware days left are 1,642. And you can download the invoice if you want to look at the invoice. We'll kind of give you an idea what that looks like, because this is a valid contract. And let's see if this will open up. HashNet Infrastructure LLC, business day, Dubai, United Arab Emirates, invoice. And it shows my address, my email. This is all on file in the profile. The date, the hash power allocation, and the total cost. Okay, it even shows the multiplier that I pay extra for right there. Nice. Okay. So let's go back to the dashboard and let's see if it's updated what I can earn. And now it says I can earn $7,000 worth of Bitcoin, mining Bitcoin. Income limit. So if I just didn't do anything else or buy any more hash rate, once I get $7,000 worth of Bitcoin, this whole contract and the invoices and everything's done. It's been satisfied. But if you want to keep buying some more HashNet rate, you can. You buy as much as you want. And it's going to pay out 5 times that amount. And if you wish to share it with others, and you trust Ian's leadership and the fact that HashNet is now 4 years old, and it's going to be here for years to come, then this might be for you. It might not. But I wanted to present that information for you. I'm sorry the video is so long, but I thought this was well worth the exploration and explanation of why HashNet is part of my portfolio. Go be a blessing. I hope you're blessed in return. I'm going to watch preseason the Dallas Cowboys versus the Arizona Cardinals. I am a Dallas Cowboy fan, not because anything I had to do with it, but because I had a drug problem when I was a young kid. My grandmother drugged me to church every Sunday and every Wednesday night if I was with her. And so we would go to church. She would drag me to church. This is how I found Jesus, by the way. And Sunday afternoon, she was an avid Dallas Cowboy fan. And of course, as a young kid, I did what my grandmother would do. And so I become an avid Dallas Cowboy fan. They're frustrating. They've been frustrating me ever since the Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith days of winning 3 Super Bowls. But I'm still a diehard fan. All right, that's enough about me. Take care. God bless. Adios.